don't know if I like that. I guess I'm gonna learn to like it. Well, hey Man Cave Technology subscribers, I am back, and I'm back for something big, and I think I'll stay back. But I'm in the newly renovated Man Cave. Some things have changed, and for those of you who think that I'm just some kind of Mac freak, look at that big bad beast that I built. But hey, you gotta have something to run the HTC Vive. So, as soon as the new MacBook Pros with the Touch Bar were announced, I went right to work battering Apple's website, immediately ordered it, and now it is on its way. 0 days remaining. It has made a journey from Shanghai to Japan to Alaska, back to the States, and on its way to the Pacific Northwest, where it will be in today for my enjoyment and review. So I am super stoked. Some of you guys live in a day like this when you're just checking the website over and over, checking UPS, checking FedEx. That's what I'm doing. It's gonna be here soon, and it's gonna be awesome. So here's what I did, I ended up upgrading the processor to 2.9. So started with the best one, and then I took the processor all the way up. A little overkill, but that's what you gotta do. 16 gigs of RAM, I'm disappointed in that, Apple. I want 32, but it's all I could do. The 4 gigs of VRAM, I did upgrade that to the max. I upgraded the SSD to 1 terabyte. 2 terabytes would have been awesome, but it's just so dang expensive for not a lot of reason to be that expensive. And then the rest of it, you really had no option on. And I do buy Apple Care on pretty much all my devices. I think one year Consumer Report said, you know, that most warranty plans are really bad, and they are. But I have enjoyed Apple Care. I've run the math before, and I have had unfortunate events, and things have happened, and Apple has always been good to take care of me, even sometimes when it was probably my fault, and it has definitely paid off. So we're just gonna wait for that MacBook Pro. Okay, so since we're spending a lot of today waiting, I figured we would get out some of these adapters that I recently had delivered that we are definitely going to need in order to use our computer, which some people right off the bat hate that, but it's just kind of the way it is. Alright, so here's what all I got. We have the infamous USB-C Thunderbolt 3 to Thunderbolt 2 adapter. I have a feeling that I'm going to be using a lot of these. Not necessarily happy about it, but it's in the name of progress. It looks like a nice adapter. This is freaking big, but I guess they needed that for the circuitry. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty dang big adapter, but it is what it is. I got some extra charging cables to go with additional power bricks that I ordered that aren't here. And then the new computer won't even come with this cable. You have to order this separate now. So that's kind of not cool, Apple. But yeah, if you want this, you got to order it. So it just happened. The UPS guy showed up. He had me sign, and he said, quote, "This is the good stuff." So I imagine that he is used to knowing that a box that looks like this is going to be good. So I've been waiting for something like this for a long time. Apple hasn't updated these in a while, and they have unfortunately just, you know, not done much. But now we have an updated version. I'm really excited about it being thinner, and I'm excited about the Touch Bar, even though ultimately I don't know how much I'm going to use that. But here it is. And it's plastic, beautifully made. We'll get this sucker open. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so this is the Space Gray, which I am excited about. I like the color that we've had. I don't know what they call it, the silver, the aluminum, the whatever, but I like things a little more chill. Now, one of the sad things some people notice is immediately we don't have the Apple that lights up anymore, but you know what? It's okay. Wow, so my first impression is definitely feels much thinner. Definitely. And from a weight standpoint, doesn't feel that much different. But the thinness is definitely noticeable right off the bat. Wow. So there it is up against my current MacBook Pro with the lid up. So I'm going to close my MacBook Pro, and yeah, so basically you're shaving off about the amount of the display. So, you know, that's reasonable. We've got our USB-C Thunderbolt 3. We have that headphone jack, which of course is funny considering that they got rid of that on the iPhone and then they went ahead and put it here. And we have two more USB-C / Thunderbolts. Let's open her up, see what's inside. There we go. Wow, this is different. And I could be wrong, but I don't think I've bought a Mac in a while that when you opened it, that is true because I changed that. So when you open it, it just turns on. In the past, that was not the case, and you could open it and nothing happened. Okay, so I'm setting it up, and I just hit my first, not a problem, but my first retraining. I thought, oh, I need to get this thing some power. So I go over here, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna work. So we'll have to get its own power cord out. Okay, so I'm getting the accessories out, which I say accessories, but it's basically a charging cable and a power brick. And Apple, I really don't know why you couldn't include the little cable that has to cost 10 cents to extend this. You actually have to pay for it if you want the longer cable, which I have. But what a joke. I mean, for a computer this expensive, please just throw in that. That is a little crazy that you can't just get that. Okay, now I will say right off the bat, messing with this volume wigs me out because I just want to turn it up or down. And I hit that, and then this is, like, that doesn't seem like a very good idea. Mute. And up. No, I do not like that. I just want to, I don't want to come over here and drag it. I guess I'll get used to that, but that's not like a button replacement. And maybe, whoa, now I expanded it. There we go. Okay, so that's more what I want. I have no clue what that was, but probably not a good sign that I was instantly unhappy. So it looks like we got most of our traditional stuff here. I'll see if you can see the lag. It feels like just a very minor lag there to pick that up, but it's nothing major. And of course there's how you activate
I'm not
Siri.
sure I understand.
Of course you're not sure how you understand. Okay, the screen looks amazing. It's really crazy because I'm not one who hurts myself over how screens look, and obviously it's not going to come through on the video, but I will say that this looks really dang good. Alright, so I'm going to give some things a try here, like Pages, which we are all familiar with if you're a Mac person. If you're not, it's kind of their version of Word, if you will, even though I don't think anything will truly replace Word. So I wanted to type on this keyboard, and my initial impressions are good. I definitely have been a user of the 12-inch MacBook with the butterfly keys, and basically I'm finding here that these do have a little more travel. They sound a little loud to me. They are loud. So hitting this, I don't know if I like that. I guess I'm going to learn to like it. That's probably just some of the nature of these things having less travel. And this, typing with one hand here, COMPU, and I'm going to stop. And down here, I do have some options. So I'm going to hit computer, and boom, there is computer. It also looks like it's giving me emoji options, which is cool, but a little weird for a document. But hey, you know what? That's fine with me. So there's a lot of cool stuff. I've got a lot of things to play with, review. I am one who loves just doing things a certain way. And so I'm going to be very interested to see how much some of this stuff throws me for a loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some usage in with this thing, spend some time with it. I'll come back, I'll make another video. I'll kind of compare this versus the more traditional MacBook Pro. And we got a lot of cool videos coming forward. Got some stuff with the Vive monitors, the new Apple Watch, all kinds of stuff. So if you have subscribed to this channel, I want to thank you so much. I am so sorry that I have been absent for like almost a year, but I'm back. I'm gonna make it happen. Enjoy your comments, and thanks for watching.